What is up, my butter biscuits? So in today's video, I'm going to be doing another reaction style video, this time on Hilary Duff. Y'all, I'm actually really excited for this one because I didn't even see that she had done a makeup tutorial with Vogue. As you guys know, I like reacting to those. I don't know why, I find them so interesting and so fun to react to. And by the way, y'all, when I was growing up, Lizzie McGuire actually was like my favorite Disney show. Speaking of which, y'all, because I had mentioned before I was a background actor on 13 going on 30, I was actually a background actor on The Cinderella Story as well too, with Hilary Duff. However, it was so weird. All I remember is that I got hired for this, background acting gig. By the way, I was like 14 at the time. And they called the movie like Last Summer or something like that, right? So we never knew what the name of the movie was. And I was like, okay, I wonder if you could see me on film in this movie, come to find out like literally years later that it was actually Cinderella Story. And I never even knew that because I was always looking for a movie called Last Summer with Hilary Duff. I knew that she was on it. And actually I did meet her while I was on set, and she is just super, super nice. Well, that was like 15 years ago, maybe like 16 years ago, so who knows now, but back then she was really nice. And this is actually during the time that Lizzie McGuire was still on and popping, so I'm actually really excited to do this I was gonna say review right now, this reaction to her doing her makeup. And by the way, you guys, I just want to say, as usual, this is not meant to be hateful, it's not meant to be hurtful in any type of way, y'all. And I just want to say this because I know a lot of y'all got opinions just like me. We are fully entitled to, critique people and give our opinions on things. However, they don't need to be hurtful. If you have any type of critiques, leave it constructively. You don't have to be rude, you don't have to be hateful. If you don't like something, just say what you would change about it. Say that it doesn't compliment, this person's skin tone, this person's, face, whatever you want to say, but just make it constructive, because I don't like to see any type of hurtful, hateful comments about people's makeup or anything like that, or just in general, because it's just not necessary, you know what I'm saying? But you are entitled to your opinion, 100%, but just try to say it in a constructive way, because it's actually very easy and it's much better for the world. I feel like we have way too much negativity going on, so you don't need to spread your hate, okay? Just, get your point across, get your, critiques, that's totally fine. But say it in a nice way, okay? I challenge you to do that, because y'all, let me tell you, when I was in my early 20s, late 19s, I was going to say late teens, I was just very blunt. And I honestly realize now the way that I came across to people, I used to just be so blunt and direct and literally didn't filter anything. And I'm like, you know what? That's so unnecessary. Now I've obviously learned to say, hey, you know what? This doesn't compliment you and this doesn't look well on you, and I would change this, and you should try this out rather than this. You know what I'm saying? So I challenge you guys to do the same, because it would make a better world, and we really need that right now. So anyways, y'all, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you get notified when I upload a new video. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, because I would really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all, so this is from Vogue, and this is called Hilary Duff's Busy Mom Makeup Routine, Beauty Secrets with Vogue. So, oh, we gotta add, hold on.
I'm Hilary Duff.
You know what, by the way, hold on, I'm so sorry, I have to pause right away. I literally just realized when I was looking down at the viewfinder, I just did these beauty secrets with Vogue, and I was wearing this same exact outfit that I'm wearing right now as I did with the Selena Gomez Vogue video. So just letting you guys know, I'm not filming this the same day. This is a complete different makeup look. I literally just saw right now, I was like, wait, I was wearing this same exact outfit, same backdrop, same everything when I did the Selena Gomez one. Totally off topic, sorry.
And I am going to show you my skincare routine today. I'm a busy mom. I don't have a ton of
Okay, honestly, I haven't watched anything of hers in a long time.
Like on a day where I have my kids, but I also have a couple meetings.
She has the same voice still. Wait, do we have the same voice from when we were 14?
So I'm going to tone.
That got me thinking now. Does my voice sound the same when I was 14? I don't know. I feel like she sounds the same.
One really cool thing that happened to me when I had babies was I got melasma.
Oh, my mom too. She got them manchas,
right on my forehead. This one is a dark spot toner, so every day.
She could afford laser though, let's keep it real.
Right there. I'm gonna let it dry. When it's super dry in California, glycerin, favorite vegan product.
I've never heard of glycerin.
Ultra hydrating, made with oils. It has lavender in it. I take a little scoop.
It probably smells good. I love the smell of lavender.
And I'm going to warm it up, because see how thick it is? So I rub for almost 10 seconds. I really love oils. If your skin can handle it, it's quite a treat.
You know what's crazy? I cannot put oils, any type of oil products on my skin before makeup, because it breaks it down, and y'all, it will run off my face. I'm not even kidding you, within 1 hour. But a lot of people need it for intense hydration.
Super moisturizing. I'm still going to put a cream on top. It's also by Glycerin. It smells like cucumber, which I love.
I've never heard of Glycerin. Is it like a rich people product? It's probably really expensive, huh?
I want to keep my skin looking dewy.
It sounds fancy. Glycerin. Come get
And if you have
glycerin.
time, pushing in the product
Oh,
with this.
that looks a little inappropriate. I thought it was something else. I was like, what's she gonna do? This is YouTube.
But it does really wake up your skin. As I've gotten older, I noticed
She has really nice skin. I don't even see her manchas, honestly, or melasma.
This tool saves me. The neck for sure needs love because if
I swear rich people have the most beautiful skin because they could just afford the best skincare, the best dermatologist, just everything.
get greasy.
I just feel like her skin looks so smooth and so good.
Giving away all my secrets. I'm gonna move on. First, I'm gonna put on a Ren eye cream. And then my favorite thing to do with eye cream is put it here.
That's another thing that I can't do is put on eye cream before my makeup. Like if I put on eye cream then concealer, it breaks down. I just don't understand what's up with my skin.
I just recently started using this Perricone MD and I love it. I really feel like you want your skin.
Hold on, pause. I feel like I'm living underneath a rock right now. Honestly, I never even heard of Perricone. Like I feel like I know almost like every makeup brand out there, and is Perricone popular? I never heard of it. It's probably really expensive too, huh?
Foundation on.
If it's expensive, I haven't heard of it.
I'm going to dab.
Oh, she has nice skin.
But maybe that's because I'm always in a hurry.
Just that little bit and bam, look at her skin.
It does layer. I'm using the point and I'm kind of rolling my beauty blender.
Okay, I can't wait to be rich, y'all. Let me tell you, because every single one of these videos that I've done, all these celebrities, their skin is just gorgeous. And I know it's because of laser and procedures and creams and expensive skincare, you know?
You don't have foundation, you know, if your hair blows in the wind or something and then you have like harsh lines. So use your beauty blender and try to find that happy medium of like.
Okay, hold on really fast. Let me just say this. I'm just really curious if it's like typical with white people when they get melasma, or as we call them, manchas, you know? Is it really light? Because honestly, I don't see like any on her. And I say that because with my mom, actually, she has it really bad. However, it's very dark. And I've mentioned this before. I don't know if like if there's something within Hispanic people's skin that like if you get like a, for me, for example, if I get a pimple and then say for example it pops or whatever, and then over time it'll just turn dark. I don't know if our body produces more melanin or what, but I'm like looking at her and I'm like, girl, I don't even see any melasma at all. So you guys can answer that for me because I'm really curious.
I'm not going to have a bunch of foundation in my hair that you can see. I noticed that when I'm shooting and I'm wearing heavy makeup every day that's constantly being powdered, reapplied,
Shoot, she just said shooting. So wait, hold on. Is she, because I had heard, oh, it's Chanel, girl. I had heard before that she's going to be doing a Lizzie McGuire reboot. Has that already came out? Y'all, I'm behind.
Bronzer, a cream bronzer. I'm in need of a new one because I use it so much. There's like brush hair.
Do any of you guys own any Chanel products, like makeup products, I mean? Because I'm really curious, like, is it worth the money,
I'm
you know?
going to use my beauty blender, and I'm going to swirl all the way around and start my cheekbones. And I'm going just underneath, and I want to accentuate where it caves in a bit.
Okay, perfect example. Kudos to you, Hilary Duff. Okay, this is what I always say, y'all. Whenever I'm mentioning contour, actually I didn't contour today, I just have on bronzer, but whenever I mention any contour and stuff like this, I always line it up with the tragus because that's where you're naturally hollow. That's where the hollow of your cheek kicks in, and that's where you want to contour. A lot of people this day and age teach to go with the top of the ear. However, I feel like that is just way too high, and it gives off kind of that Angelina Jolie Maleficent type of contour. However, I really always recommend go with the tragus, line it up right there. You can actually feel within your cheek, and that's where the hollow is. So kudos to her for knowing that. I just feel like a lot of people do it too high these days, in my personal opinion.
I'm also going to put it on my eyes. I'm also going to get...
That actually looks really pretty. Do any of you guys have that? Because I do need a good cream bronzer. Bronzer. I was going to say contour at first, but then I was like, oh no, bronzer. That looks really pretty.
My chin with my sponge. I'm not getting extra product.
I just don't like the way that she's dragging it because I feel like that's going to disrupt the foundation underneath. I feel like she should be stippling it on rather than dragging.
You want to create like a W across your face. Down, up over your nose, down, and up again.
Especially considering she put an oil on, I would imagine that she just took off all of the foundation underneath.
And I have gotten into this Glossier concealer.
Glossier.
It's really light. using a flat brush by Clé de Peau.
Oh, by Clé de Peau. Girl, you got the money. She's just letting us know she got the money. Clé de Peau is so expensive.
See that? Such a difference. I feel awake.
She has beautiful eyes.
Has this very
Oh,
pretty
Chantecaille, girl,
green
you are
eyeshadow
just
for
showing
when
us all the
you
expensive
apply,
stuff, aren't ya?
It gets really dry in a good way.
Now I'm convinced that that Paracone foundation, was it Paracone? Paracone foundation
I love to use my
is
fingers,
expensive.
but I have long nails right now. I want to create a little bit more of a crease. I like this side better. So I'm going to create that by going a little bit above my crease and on my lid. I'm really just creating a base.
That actually looks really pretty just like that. It really just makes the eye pop a little bit more by adding a little bit of a contour to it.
This MAC brush has been my friend.
Oh, that is one of my favorite MAC brushes, the 239.
And I'm going to create a shadow. Smudgy. I don't like anything too perfect. So
You know what? That actually looks really nice. I feel like it accentuates her eyes really, really nicely.
Your eye, the part that people focus on is the black dot in
Pupil.
the center. So
Girl, I knew
if
that.
you want to give a little more extra attention right in the middle underneath, and then maybe with a shimmer or something right above the lash line right here.
Yes, she knows what she's talking about. Okay, go Hilary.
That focal point that you want people to look at.
So right. I agree 100%.
I have these two products. by
Oh, the
Viva.
best.
My makeup artist on Younger introduced me to them. They're so much fun. And I think I'm going to go for...
They're just
the
so expensive,
non-glitter
though.
today and just the kind of wet
I'm on
lip.
$24 for one. What?
Put it straight on. And then it dries. So if you want to, just make sure there's no weird
Harsh
lines from that
lines.
brush. I'm going
This is so minimalistic, however, it's so complimenting to the eye. You know, as you guys can see, it makes her eye pop a little bit more.
I'm going to move on to my brow. I use many different brow products.
I feel like she did her eyes really nicely. I feel like she knows how to just accentuate her eyes.
It comes with a brush that I actually use.
Let me pause really fast. This is what I say to you guys before. A lot of people ask me this question. And I know I wear super dramatic eyeshadow. I just love the art of it. However, I do also love the art of complementing the eye, accentuating the eye. And this is what I say. It's actually very simple. If you want to do something every day, you can do it literally in 5 minutes. You guys see how fast she did that? What I would do is just take your bronzer, run it in the crease, and pop a light little shimmer on the lid. And that's going to make your eye pop a little bit more, make it look a little bit more awake, as well as contour your eye. It can be very simple, but I think sometimes us, like, especially if you guys are makeup lovers like me, we think a little bit too much about it, and then we end up putting on so much. So something so simple like this looks beautiful. It complements her really, really well.
But it's a nice waxy pot.
I actually hate that product. I do not like it at all. I love the Benefit Precisely My Brow, but not that.
So they hopefully look like hair.
Oh, but she has nice
I don't
brows
have
though,
time to
anyways.
put my brows on.
Oh, that's
Then
looking a
I'll use
little
Boy Brow by
too
Clark Ave,
dark.
and that helps fill in a little.
I would have done a little bit lighter. I feel like that is a little bit too harsh for her, especially considering she has very light hair.
To give me that full brow that I pray for. So I brush up here in the center, and then I brush out because you want those brows back here to like.
Okay, I feel like she did them a little bit too thick, in my personal opinion, in the front, and especially right here.
Dream, and you can push your product up a little bit, and this will create like the hair look that you want because of this.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling her brows, that's for sure. I definitely would have used a little bit of a lighter product. I feel like that's a little bit too harsh. But that's what I say, using these types of waxes and like the dip brow and stuff like that, it's a little bit too harsh. I like a pencil or a powder. I feel like it's really, really like much more easy to work with rather than a wax.
This is my good brow today. Every day I get a good brow. It's only one, it's never both. But I'm okay with that.
Also, another thing, let me find a good poem. Okay, pause. Let me pause right there. You can see that she actually took the brush a little bit too far in. Me personally, and this is just me, obviously, you know, I'm always going to say to each their own, you can do whatever you think is best. When looking at her brow like this, it goes too far in. However, it's not even. I'm not saying to make the brows boxy. I don't really like them like that. However, when they come to a point like this, it's just very uncomplimenting. And I think that it would have looked better if she evened it out on the top like she did on the bottom. So you can see it comes to a point in here. And yeah, I would just fix the top a little bit on that.
Is Boy Brow. Brown is my favorite color. If you have good thick brows, you don't have to try to be as fluffy as me, but I'm trying to create volume here, okay? I'm trying to fake those hairs.
Do it to a girl.
I did it.
Yeah, I just feel like they're just a little bit too dark.
I'm going to start highlighting a bit.
It does match her root, but I just still would do it a little bit lighter.
Better days. So I do a little swirl. I tap some of it off.
You know what I noticed is she didn't set her under eye. Like she put on the concealer and didn't set it. Did I miss that part?
Right underneath my eye, my brush is shedding. Like almost like a little C here on each side of your eye to highlight the highest part of your cheekbone. I know everyone's face is shaped so differently, but you just imagine, where do you want to accentuate? That's what the highlight's going to do. It's going to pop. Light.
Okay, she be coming through with some good tips. She knows what she's talking about.
Well, what I really like to do is use, this is a nude sticks. Love nude sticks. I like to highlight the top of my lip.
Nude 6 is the gloss that I have on right now, actually. Well, it probably all came off on my teeth by now. Oh, yeah.
Make sure you blend that in with your finger. And the tip of my nose.
You know what I will say, her bronzer or highlight that she had put on, I feel like it's a little too dark for her, and it looks very harsh sitting right there.
It's getting kind of dewy, so I'm going to use a powder. This is an all-natural powder that I found in a cute store in Brooklyn, and I'm going to use a fluffy brush and just powder some zones that, not
Blend
a lot.
out the bronzer. Yeah, the highlight's too dark for her. You can tell when she turns, the highlight is just, it's maybe if she was a little bit more tan, but it just adds a like hue, you know? You guys can see it, especially when she steps away from the light.
Accentuate my jawline. And this is where I'm going to make my neck the same color as my face. I'm not going to put product all the way down there. So it usually should match if you just dust with bronzer. I'm going to do my mascara, and we're almost there. I had eyelash extensions for,
Ooh,
I don't know, 6 months.
I'm scared of eyelash extensions. I hear so many horror stories of them closing your hair follicle from the glue.
I tell you that this product I'm obsessed with is called Grande Lash. I never remember to do the serum, but
does
this
Ariana own it?
mascara
I'm just
has
playing.
the serum in it. So it's like 2-in-1. It's working for you during the day.
Has anybody used that? So it's a mascara and a serum. Do you guys feel like lash or brow serums really work? Because I do have some bald spots in my brows, and I would like to use a lash or brow serum. Let me know if it really works, though. I just normally use castor oil.
On the outskirts over here, maybe at the bottom right by your lash line, that's okay. But if you want that awake eye, like glob some of the product
glob. I don't know, for some reason I've always loved the word glob. I just feel like it should be my nickname. Hey, glob. Similar to my nickname, Blob. I'm just playing, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh, she has beautiful lashes.
Scary spider eyes. So I'm giving a light coat. I use my same bronzer brush.
She likes her cheek products, let me tell you. She took like 2 different types of bronzer. She took on a bronzy highlight and then blush.
It took me forever. And I'm just giving a little bit more glow.
The highlight is the only, well, and the brows. The highlight is throwing me off. I wish she would use a little bit of a lighter shade because it's just adding a hue of bronze when she turns. So it just looks, it looks like she almost has a little bit of a bruise there. You know what I'm saying?
Too contoured, but it is kind of a nice touch too.
Oh, she's contouring after everything?
I just recently started overlining my lips a tiny bit, and it scared me so bad at first. I was like, how come other people can do it and I look insane? I think I can do it.
You got it, girl. We believe in you.
Right now. This is a Laura Mercier pencil called Chestnut.
That's so funny. That's my mom's favorite pencil. She lives by Laura Mercier Chestnut.
I'm only going to make it a little bigger.
Oh, it looks so pinky on her, though. It's funny because it's actually kind of like a brown.
Here comes the scary part.
Obviously, hence chestnut, you know.
I'm going to fill in that Cupid's bow.
Her eyes are so pretty.
Why is that?
I'm always so jealous of people with colored eyes. My dad has the brightest blue eyes. In some lights, they look green. I just said blue. They're brightest green, and in some lights, they look blue. And y'all, me and my brother and my sister, we all got these caca brown eyes. Like,
I usually have like 2 or 3 lipsticks in my bag at a time, and I create my own color.
Oh, that's pretty. Very natural.
Anything. Maybe you'll need just a little bit of powder. So powder up, just a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that she didn't set her concealer.
This is an amazing product And this is amazing if you've taken your time to do a nice makeup and you're like, well, I don't want to put sunscreen on top of that.
That's a sunscreen. Oh, a sunscreen setting spray?
Especially if you live somewhere sunny. And then a new thing that I just added into my routine, my mom gave me this sage spray. It's called Goddess. And it smells so nice. And it's like jasmine, and I feel like it just gets me ready for the day. So this is more of an intention spray, if you will.
Okay, get rid of that bad energy, girl.
On your hands after they've just worked so hard with your makeup. Dry yourself down. Give you a little shake of the hair.
You go, girl. You are so pretty.
And I am ready. Thank you guys
I like that
so
lip
much
color
for
on her. I
watching.
feel like it's very complimenting to her skin
I hope you learned
tone.
some tips. I hope you'll have fun doing your makeup, and I'm gonna head out for the day. And
bye, girl. Bye, Lizzie. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my final thoughts, honestly, let me tell you, she actually had some very good tips. I think that she did things very, very well. The one thing or two things that I would change is that I would use a little bit more of a lighter highlight, because I do feel like that added a little bit of a tan cast underneath. Therefore, when she turned, it looked like she had a little bit of a bruise. So I would have lightened that up a little bit. Maybe she had that from when she was a little bit more tan, but I definitely would have lightened that up. And then one more thing about the brows. First of all, I would have went lighter with the brow. Honestly, I feel like she would have done better with a brow powder rather than a pomade, because y'all, pomades are just really, really hard to work with. And as soon as they get stuck in place, it's kind of like you have to wipe it off. So I do recommend a pencil or a powder, but that's just me personally. If I'm going to use a brow gel, then I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the bottom rather than put it through the full brow. But other than that, I feel like she actually knew exactly what she was talking about, and she really did have some good tips and tricks for you guys, and she's just absolutely beautiful. Y'all, make sure you guys let me know if the Lizzie McGuire reboot is like out, because honestly, am I like living underneath a rock? Because I had read about it before, but I didn't know if it really ever fully came out, because she said she was shooting. So I'm just kind of like, oh girl, so you're filming, huh? So I wonder if it's out or is it coming out. Y'all can fill me in on that. But with that being said, I really liked her tutorial. I felt like she did really good with the eyes. I didn't really have any type of critique for the eyes. I feel like she accentuated them very nice and just left them like looking awake and vibrant and just very complimenting. That's all I can really say about it. So anyways, y'all, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.